Alright, so to start I just got a little setup here. So I got my watercolors, the palette for the watercolors, the water that I need for the watercolors, then some brushes and some pens, and a razor, and some paper towels. And my iced coffee because I really wanted to have a nice drink for this. So I wanted my theme of the month to be a mixture between the sky and the underwater world, so I painted some clouds and then added some underwater animals like a fish and a jellyfish, and I started with the watercolors because that's the base, and then I drew some outlines. The tip that I would recommend you doing when using watercolors is putting a paper towel underneath the paper you're drawing on so you don't damage the sheet underneath of that. And I forgot it this time, but you should do it before you use the watercolors. And while it was drying, I took a sip of my iced coffee. And while I did this whole June setup, I drank so much coffee and tea that I will not show you here because this whole process took forever, so yeah, I drank a lot. The second page was the monthly spread where I have an overview of the month, and for this I also painted a cloud and added a moon with some cute details and added a fish and jellyfish afterwards. And then I wrote June 2020 again with the same pen as before. You can really learn calligraphy very easy with this pen, so really recommend it. And then I just started doing the whole planner. So the next page is the habit tracker, where I want to track my habits. And once again, I painted some clouds and added then some details that I painted in yellow, so I thought it looks a little bit like stars. At least I hope it looks like stars. Then the next page was my mood tracker for June, and I made a very simple one, so I just drew some paper planes, fish and jellyfish, and these are the things that I will have to color according to my mood, so I made a doodle for each day of the month. And you can write down any mood you like. I just felt like using happy, sad or stressed, calm or comfy, and productive. And I decided to use these colors because I feel like they go together well and represent the moods well too. And this is just a simple page that I made to write down quotes or lyrics that I found that I liked during this month. I call this next page a doodle a day because I use it to draw something every day, and I used pages like this to draw something that reminded me of that specific day, but you can also just use it to draw any doodles you like. This page is the playlist of the month, so here I will just write down my favorite songs of June. Then I started with the first weekly spread. It is also very simple with some clouds, and underneath I have the days of the week where I will write down my tasks and plans for the week. For the second weekly spread, I added space to write down how the weather was each day and to write down a note to myself. This is like a little logbook, and I like to use this format from time to time. And on the right side, I just added a little doodle, or like a little quote, since the page was free anyway. weekly spread was very simple again. I just made a box for each day and an extra box for notes. Then I wrote week 3 and made a little drawing that is kind of supposed to look like a sticker, and I actually think it turned out pretty cute. At the 4th weekly spread, you can see that my imagination and inspiration ran out of fuel. So I just made a circle for each day and added some fish in the background, and that's it. So yeah, it's kind of boring, but I tried. And for the last page, I made boxes for the last 3 days of June, and I made a little painting on the other side where I wrote goodbye June, and then my camera died, so I don't have the last process, but I will show you the finished product. Alright, so this is my final cover page. And this is my monthly spread where I'm just gonna put in my plans. This is my habit tracker where I'm just gonna put in the habits and check them off when I'm finished. Then my mood tracker where I have to color 1 doodle a day according to my mood, and the simple quote lyrics sheet. It's very simple, but yeah, I can do it afterwards. Then my doodle a day sheet, and I realized that I still had to erase some parts. But yeah, I think having a doodle a day sheet is really nice because you can keep some memories in little doodles. It's nice to look at afterwards. Then my playlist for June and a little doodle, or I mean a little quote. My first weekly spread, very simple, but I really like the clouds in this one. And the second weekly spread with a little quote. Then the third weekly spread, which I really like, by the way. I think it's cute. And this very unspecial, and I'll just have to do lines from the circles where I'm gonna write my plans for the week. And the last weekly spread that you haven't seen yet, and I added some little details and fish and stars inside the balloon as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you could learn something from it. Maybe you got some more motivation to do a bullet journal yourself. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a good day.